Alrighty. Let me sit forward a little bit more. Hello, and welcome back to some Dishonored 2. Hope everyone's had a good day so far. Hope everyone's having a good one. Just go ahead and give me a hot minute while all our stuff's sorted out. Hey, y'all, how's it going? Hey, Ari, how's it going? Yes, what is it saying, Mr. Streamer Person, y'all? Sleepy today? Are you sleepy today, or am I sleepy today? I'm not sure. I mean, you were very sleepy yesterday, so... Maybe it's one of them carryover things. Everyone's sleepy today? Yeah, that sounds about right. I mean, I woke up at like 4 AM, I think. My body did not like me today. Also, yeah, what are you doing around this early? Normally you're like... still a ways off. It's still 5 hours away from wake up time. I mean, keep in mind, Yala, 4 AM was 3 hours ago. For me, at least. Going through the last part of the RV stream for Clippies. That's fair. I mean, I did download a bunch of shorts myself from all of my stuff. Enough shorts for a couple of weeks. I'd say a couple of weeks, I think it's a bit more than that. It's like 3 weeks worth of shorts. That are the ones from that I've edited up. I know there's a couple more sitting there that I could use. How have I been doing? I mean, I'm alive, right? At the end of the day, that's the most ambitious goal. Am alive, am tired. Is what it is. I can't seem to use magic here. And double jump. Hey, Jen, how's it going? Needs to go all the time. Yes, Heartful is on the list of things to do, I guess. I expect that stream to be a whole endeavor.
Stilton's sealed off from the rest of the district.
Yes, Corvo. Congratulations. I was sleepy, took nap in the afternoon. See, I wish I could do that, but like, I can't nap before stream because I wake up before stream. You see the complication, right? Okay. So I am not getting that while I'm outside. I don't like the situation I'm in. Ah, yes. Just... Is there... I mean, I don't think there's gonna be an alternative way in, because, like, most of the ways that it would be alternative are probably unreachable. So they're probably not doing that. Unless... No, that doesn't look like it's done. Look, I'm gonna be, like, excessively slow in this area. Purely because... I don't like that I've got no powers. Okay, so some rats. Don't see anything in particular that's spooky. Just upstairs.
I know you think I don't belong here, insufferable elitist.
Is that Stilton?
They drop food for me, in and out, like the wind. I think they're afraid.
Interesting.
We'll be getting started soon. The Duke's beloved is coming back.
Oh god, does that mean Delilah's coming? I don't like the fact that Delilah might be coming here.
Stilton's manor is falling apart.
Yeah, it is. Oh, there's a room. It's kind of nice, at least. Hey, yo, it's Minecraft. What am I? Yeah, it's that one, Jen. Okay, some rats. Some jellied eel.
The chances we had here. time is leaking, coming out of the walls.
Ooh, it does not sound like just the building is falling apart. It sounds like its mine is as well. Thought it would push your mouse randomly. Imagine. I mean, even if it did, that would do nothing for this game, right? Because I'm using a controller. Look, it's a...
He's in the garden taking up corpses, and he has learned how to sing. She'll know what you mean.
Is this man okay?
That thing of bones that Ashworth made. It's on the ceiling. I hear it at night. Bones from the deep, far beneath the waves.
I don't think he's okay. Kind of gated those statues of living things. Wait, okay. I want to question that, and I'm just out of sheer curiosity. Is it like you're not allowed to have taxidermy, or is it that you're not allowed to have, like, of something that is, like, representative of something that's living? That's my curiosity on that.
Nothing. What time is it? Is it the time I think it is?
Well, I am probably now stuck in here. I don't have a way of blinking out. What?
3 years ago, it snapped like a cheap lock. A part of him and a part of this house never left that evening. The Duke's inner circle are still gathered here, setting their grand plan into motion. Delilah's plan. And a part of Aramis Stilton is always here, still breaking. The Void is not exactly a place, and it's much older and stranger than you could ever know. It watches you from within. And at the heart of Stilton's house, the Void is leaking through a pinprick left behind by Delilah's little trick. Even magic is perverted here, and things don't work like they should. Take this. Imagine it's a kind of timepiece. Go and watch the Duke and Delilah. See for yourself what they did.
This is the most intervention that I think The Outsider has ever done, by the way. More than I've seen. So, all shapes that mimic animate things as it came to combat, conspiracy. Okay, that's curious. I'm sorry, what?
That sound is funny.
By the void.
It's so bright in here when I close my eyes. Did I say something? I can't stand the way they look at me. Ashworth, Jindosh, and little Luca grown up. They will never accept me. Not really.
Huh. Still, I'm not allowed to use my power. That's really cool. Did I just make a paradox by eating something? Does beg a question or two. I feel like I might want to shortcut this one. Let's go. Because I feel like I'm gonna need it. What is... Greetings, friend. Tip the hat to thee. I tip my hat to you as well. I just like...
Stilton had taste before lunacy took his mind.
Oh.
Nothing here.
Huh. That's really fucking cool. Greetings, red platform users. Yeah, I do find that entertaining. Okay, there's a guard there. Got a person here. I'm not sure that they're a guard. No, you don't look like a guard. You look like a maid. You're the only guard I need to deal with? Okay. This is so cool.
Some needle.
No. I can't. I just can't.
Okay, I didn't want to get detected, but you know, shit happens sometimes. I feel like after this, we're just gonna play Prey. Probably not. I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I feel like Prey is a game I would not enjoy as much. Maybe it'll be fine. What's wrong with Prey? Okay. I will say, if I say I don't like something, doesn't mean there's something wrong with it. Prey just doesn't look really that appetizing to me, is literally the main answer I have to you. Now, if you might say that that seems a bit stupid, go for it. I'm not going to disagree with you on that. It's just... So this... Okay, you want two real reasons. Two fully fleshed out reasons. Is I don't remember Prey all too well, but what I do remember of it didn't really feel all that appealing. Personally. So, maybe I'm wrong on that. And two, Prey is a lot more of an intense game, and I don't own it on a console. Which means... I can't play it. Again, the internet's not really the place for nuanced discussion. You have to understand that, that's why I say, like, you have to be willing to acknowledge that it's just not really great ways of explaining some of this stuff online. Owning on console's not an issue. To get up there. I believe I'm going to have to unlock my powers somehow. I just don't think there's a way otherwise. Hello. There's levers. Having a taste in entertainment products, and so yeah.
What will change in the present based on what I do here tonight?
Well, that was weird. Trevor, I'm surprised you had the guts to admit that you're scared of me. Good, maybe you should be. I'm good, pretty good with a blade. Oh god. If you're not into it, I can't blame you. I like Prey, but also have problems with it. I just know it's worth checking out. I'm trying to remember what Prey fully was in its gameplay loop. I just remember... Like, again, you have to acknowledge, I remember looking at that game when it came out and being unimpressed and passing it by quite actively. Whether or not that was a justified response or not, I can't remember fully. I just remember a lot of my thoughts and feelings being just like, nah. Right? Into interaction and immersive sims. I love options, but I still treat most of them like stealth games in the end. Like, that's the thing, if you're suggesting Prey based on the fact that, like, the stealth playing and the way that this is all, like, I'm gonna be very honest, Dishonored is one of the only games that has ever really latched to me of the sort of stealth mechanic games like this. I've played plenty of stealth games, I've played plenty of games that have stealth as an option. No game has felt so interesting with its decisions as this has. And that was what really drew me in. The gameplay was secondary to it. Very optional stuff. Yeah, so that's sounding probably, I'm like, the way you explained that, I'm like, yeah, it's probably why I didn't like it. Because I'm not too much of a thing. It's because they're Resident Evil games, but with a ton of interaction. I don't know, it's just, the way Dishonored did it just felt so unique to me. The fact that, like, again, I absolutely love stuff like Beyond Two Souls and that franchise as well. Say franchise, that basically done by a singular individual's writing. Like Beyond Two Souls, Heavy Rain, those sorts of things. I liked those because of the fact that they were actions have consequences and some have quite large-scale stemming ones, right? Dishonored felt a lot like that, but it just also had some really cute mechanics to it that I enjoyed. But again, I am ready to accept that, like, the point I'm making is very flimsy, in a sense. Right? I mean, hell, wild statement I'm gonna make, and this is probably gonna get me in the most, like, question marked, is not actually that big a Resident Evil fan. The Duke and some others are in the study. Make sure they're comfortable. If you need me, I'll be out the back in the courtyard, clearing my head before I join them. If you need the most recent code to the study, it's in my notebook. Come find me.
Stilton's got the code to the study. I'll need that to get inside.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's actually one of those ones where I'm like, that is a big wild take, and in my eyes, I consider it a wild take. Me saying that, I'm just like, I'm just not a huge lover of the franchise. Not saying that the franchise is bad, just not for me. To be fair, I'm also not a huge fan of horror games, right? That's something I've talked quite a bit about before. It's wrong to kill civilians. So we need a key. Where do we get the key? Technically, this elixir shouldn't exist, right? No, they said 3 years ago. Someone took the pickaxe out of there and slammed it in the... Okay.
Stilton wasn't born to all this. Allegedly, he started as a miner.
Well, I mean, we all start as miners. That's how you grow up. Can't believe I won't watch me impress people tomorrow. I mean, okay. Okay, I will ask quickly, Sheppy. When you say tomorrow, do you mean my tomorrow or your tomorrow? Oh my god, I just saw what's in there. Well, that's gonna be it. Oh my god. Yeah, no, then that's a no, because I'll be collab around that time. I think it's 10 AM my time is when collab starts, normally. So like 3 hours after I normally start stream. And the collab goes through, I think, somewhere between 3 to 5 hours. Do you randomly have the master key on you?
Guys, Captain Windlebone, we've got a prowler! Yo,
Snap out of it,
warm
man.
the quilts, will you? I feel like it's going to be cold tonight. Is there bad news from the mines? I can sense it. How many dead?
The Duke is paying the Howlers to drop food for Stilton.
After the collab, will there be a long stream? Well, that's why I say, like, the collab will probably be a good few hours. I'm gonna be honest with you, Chief. I'm gonna be fucking exhausted.
What am I supposed to do with a request like that? Gooseberry wine in the south?
I told her, if you want my advice, just pay the fine and be done with it. No use making trouble.
Look at that, there's no longer any civilians around. Kinda weird, that. Kitchen key. No. see where the kitchen here would be forward either. Hey dude, how's it going? To all of you working tonight, asked me to restrict access to the Great Hall after the arrival of the Duke and his other guests. They have their own people with them tonight for security. I'm in the dining room if I'm needed. Oh. Forgot to buy food for tomorrow? That's not nice. Don't do that. Dude, me stealing this money is gonna bankrupt the economy. Just saying.
Who's there?
I didn't shit myself, you guys shit yourself. You know, I could just, like... God, that's so cool. Come on, you can't tell me that that's not really cool, though. That I can just kind of, like, do this. Right. But yeah, I'm going with it. See, by the way, I saw your comment the other day, and it did make remind me of a lot of the fun that we had during that. God, that's so fucking cool. Hey, there's the master key. Whoa. About to say, it's a really cool vault. I don't see a way to open it. I wonder. Sorry, Tuxedo. Don't be apologizing for that now. It's fine. I do agree with the Bioshock aspect of that, though. It does really. Is that broken on the other side? It is. I just looked up like the actual mechanic. It's a little tiny like bone charm inside of the thing. Just gonna have a quick squiz around to make sure I'm not like. Again, is this not like fucking with the timelines a lot? Just steal this painting? It's like, how did someone get into my vault? Now my vault needs to be way more stronger and intense. It's like, literally, time travel is how I got into your vault. Do not touch the statue. Do not move the statue by yourself. It's heavy and unstable. We'll want Jamie to get back and do it together. I know you mean good by putting it in the hall, but is not the type who enjoys contemplating his own face over dinner. Also, this bus was given from the Duke's father, the late Duke, thing, sad memories. Anyway, the statue's back in the vault, and he wants it to, facing the wall, which is going to require some sweat. The good news is that he agreed to remove the creepy painting that he bought at the flea market from the dining hall, so he put it in there as well. So, just want to point it out that that is a thing that I don't know if you guys noticed, this was on that corner before. Now it's not. I am a nerd for when games like have mechanical systems that are technically quite simple thought-wise, but are so complex to implement. In fact, I think there's even a short of it on the channel of me gushing over Penaconi's, like, thing so you can, it changes where your gravity position is so you can, like, walk up onto a wall. That's so awesome because that's so hard to do in game development. Because that's like an engine thing. You need to do a lot of weird shit with an engine to make that work. That looks like a dead dog. And the master key doesn't get me in there. Okay. Don't know if that's a swarm size of rats. That's seeming like a swarm size of rats, the way that moved. Precautionary killing of the rats. You have to understand. This will be fun too, right? Sounding shriek. Howling bolts are louder and have a greater radius. Yeah.
Careful, don't throw it. Drop it gently. It's silver. It's not going to break. I'm not worried about it breaking. You know why the basement's sealed off, right? Blood flies. Yeah, they should keep the curious away, and we'll come back later to pick up the loot. It's a good, simple plan. So why are you nervous? Dumbass, if you disturb that nest, they'll find our bloated corpses down here a week from now, full of blood fly maggots. Are they that bad? We don't have anything like that in Morley. Trust me,
Interesting.
they're that bad. And this year is the worst I've ever seen.
Interesting. That's really interesting. Right there. So there's something around here. I swear I heard two guys. Ah, there we go. Wait. Am I keeping this timepiece for the rest of the game, or is it just for this mission? That was weird. Just that one guard there. There we go, there's a second guard. There's another one. Okay,
marry me? 12 weeks have I been at sea, chasing monsters in the brine, dancing hagfish on the line. Martha, won't you marry me?
Oh, I literally cannot get to that. What a nice looking location this is in the fucking past. Jesus.
Huh.
I love this. What an awful god. Gotta get used to them.
They need your blood, so I'll just draw it.
I'm good, thanks, Chief. Oh, there is 2 guards there. I'm not getting that. Wait a minute. They're away.
You shouldn't have come here.
It's a really risky play, but I kind of want to say. Okay, convince me that's not fucking awesome.
No one knows what's happened. Could be anything. Just gotta watch my own back.
What now? Did someone hear some thunder or something? Honestly, people jump.
No! I'll check around here.
Bye!
Don't like you. Nothing I can do about it.
Let's have a fair fight.
No. Let's fucking not. Seems too broken to have in all levels. But what if they designed the levels from this point onwards with this in mind, right? Like, I give credit to the designers for this game. I could fully see them designing the rest of this game with this in mind and making every tile set fucking nuts. There was another guy.
Forget about that kiss.
It's so cool. So awkward to try and get the coins out of that, man. Okay, can I say, by the way, I think this mechanic works and is so, like, charming and cool purely because it's partway into a game that's the second game. I do not feel I think this mechanic would not feel anywhere near as charming as it currently does if this was like the mechanic they had from the beginning. Right? Yeah, am I actually like just actively pissing Crony off, by the way, by using this power?
Now I have to hurt you.
And now we're against the scenario that I was like, this is gonna get real interesting. Enemies are in the same location on both sides.
You're a bad man. I can tell. You can't stay here. They only need me. I'll use your please. Don't waste the blood. You don't know anything. Cool.
I don't like those guys. They fill me with a lot of like mixed feelings. Let's just... Oh, hi. You wouldn't think that would be a... stress how much I love the fact that I can just pop in and out of time and assassinate someone. There's a lot of people in this room. That's just weird. Okay. Yeah. I'm not gonna get past it. It's just so nice. Okay, I have a question that I understand is something I could figure out myself. But I'm just gonna pose it forward right now.
Whatever happened seems to be centered at some focal point.
What happens when you knock a guard out and then transition through time? Can you? I mean, we're gonna have to test it out, right?
Can't hear anything. It'd be easier if we could open the door and get closer. You sure the combination you saw doesn't work?
I got a glimpse of Stilton's notebook last month, but he must have changed the combination since then.
Damn. What are they doing?
Come on, someone could show up any minute.
Stop crying. For once, something interesting is happening. If a bunch of drunk aristocrats are having an orgy, I don't want to miss it.
I mean...
That it's a seance, with spirit boards and candles. Stilton invited that eccentric lady from the Royal Conservatory, Brianna Ashworth.
Shit, I heard something. Move.
Is this your definition of ad casual, my man? We're gonna test it. Sheer curiosity. Oh, there you go. That's your answer. Uh... What? That was weird. I mean, to be fair, yeah, I'm dealing with fucking literal black magic that sends me back and forth in time. Like, things are gonna be weird. Oh, you bastards! That makes a lot of sense. That there would be a big nest on the other side of that. Yeah. No, that makes a lot of sense. So there's a nest on the both sides of it. Yeah, yeah, no, that's on me. That's on me. Dog can see me. Dog. One dog. Also, I did not know there was gonna just be a kill cam all of a sudden. Gotta say, that shook me a lot. The way that one sat down made me a little depressed, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I wanna try and eliminate the guards in the past, so I have a bit more room to wiggle on when I might need it. It's so weird to explain. You're a monster. I am not going to disagree with you in the slightest on that. But also, I use the argument, dogs in video games are literally the worst thing ever. Convince me otherwise. It's either they're the goodest boys, and you will have all of the depression when they die, or Dark Souls. The only valid time there is of screaming, I'm going to murderize animals. Truly. The rest of the time, very unacceptable. Monkey! Anyway. guys there.
The Grand Guard was protecting Stilton back then.
One day, young Luca will go. I live to see that day. Theo, forgive me.
Something's gotta give.
So I have 4 guards minimum.
Damn. Thought I heard blood flies for a second.
Because we have 1 there. There was a blue one around here. I swear there was 2 in this section. Here's one right
Run
there.
them without me, through bureaucrats. Everything I built run like a butcher shop.
So this is gonna be a weird one. Yeah, no powers up.
When the Duke trusts me, I can finally rest easy. After tonight, it will all go well.
No, I don't. I might be able to get the drop assassination distance here. But we've also seen how drop assassinations work in this game. They're rather inconsistent.
The hairs on the back of my neck are tingling. I've got a feeling something bad is gonna happen. I just know it.
If he did not move, then I was going to go for the drop assassination just because of that line. I'm gonna be honest with you, Chief. He was moments from death.
Tonight, I'll see Megan, and we'll laugh about all of this. She'll laugh that I was worried over nothing.
Jumpy as anything.
Yeah, so I think it's just the 4.
Sometimes I think I'd rather be down below, working the rock. This huge place. What has it gotten me? Theo's gone like he never even existed. All I've got left are memories and a few statues scattered across the city.
Yeah, I want to look around in modern, so I know what we're working with. Okay, so this guy shouldn't be too hard to get rid of, as long as that person's not looking. I might get a soft detect off of this from the person there. Well, Stilton's not worried about whatever just happened. So I should leave the one other guard over this side.
It's not something bad.
Think something new.
Yeah, that was unfair. I don't know why that didn't work.
Who are you?
That notebook contains Stilton's combination.
Did the Duke send you? Get away! Help! Leave me alone! Someone...
No survivors is the surest way.
What did I just do?
With Stilton dead and getting cold, how will recent history be changed?
I just killed the guy that... Is he at the piano anymore? What have I done? What changes now that I've killed Stilton? No, it's just curious. Wait. Something that's just kind of occurred to me, right, is that the outsider mentioned that there is basically a radiation leak of the void at this location. And because of that, things are weird. We're not able to use our powers. Are they, like, now this makes me sit there and think the music boxes even more. Like, are they actually just producing power of the void in, like, a more egregious way than I considered before? House for sale. I guess that's one of the biggest changes. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This is the pool that we were just at. Oh, looks like runes are gone. There's a lot more rats around, huh? I just de-existed Rune's being here. The house is cleaned up. Because he's no longer here. Oh fuck, what have I actually done? Guys, I actually did move the chair in the time, like the time traveler moving the chair kind of argument right here. What the fuck have I done? You know, there's a word that comes to mind is consequences. I don't know why that word comes to mind. So. I am enjoying that the rats don't seem to like.
Maybe it's open in the present.
2, 3, 8. I'm thinking cool. What's the new bone charm? It's black bone charm. Leeching cuts, you gain health when inflicting sword damage or assassinating enemies. Well, that's a fun one. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of actually like that. Way more than robust. I use potions when I can just stab a person to heal. Right? Right, guys? very strange. So there's like 3 versions of this level, by the way. If this is all the case. No gossip. Interesting. And then the thing's no longer here. It's just like, because before it was just there but broken. It's no longer just. It's just there. Before I go over there, what was the study? The study door is 4, 7, 5.
The past is seeping into the present, or vice versa.
It's time to begin. Where's Stilton? I should never have kept him on just because he and my father were close.
What we're about to attempt has never been done. It's beyond my understanding, and certainly beyond yours. If anyone has any doubts, set them aside now.
This defies rational understanding. It's the frayed edge where natural philosophy crosses over into something else.
Yes, I can feel it. We risk madness.
All of you, Delilah is your rightful empress. You owe her this.
Delilah's stronger than before. The Duke and I have heard her voice, whispering to us. And now it's time. So take your positions.
Okay, this is fucking weird.
Focus on the void behind the world. You can feel her power, can't you?
By the stars. This is more exciting than any orgy I've ever attended. Do it now!
Here, returned from the cold, from forever.
She lives.
How curious. It seems to have worked.
My spirit is safe now, inside this thing. Luca, you must lock it away.
I thought we'd lost you.
Brianna, Luca, I will never abandon you. Wait. You are hidden, but I know who you are. I know when you are. You've come to watch me return, and someday I'll come for you.
The void beyond the world is strange. I won't ever understand all I've seen.
By the stars. This is more exciting than any orgy I've ever attended.
There is a statue.
Returned from the cold, from forever.
She lives.
This statue is what
How curious. It seems to have worked.
houses Delilah. After her return.
My spirit is safe now, inside
Interesting.
this thing. Luca,
Guy talking
you
about
must
the orgy
lock it
threw me
away.
off. That's
I
bad.
thought we'd lost you.
Brianna, Luca, I will never abandon you. Wait! You are hidden, but I know who you are. I know when you are. You've come to watch me return, and someday I'll come for you.
So this is gonna now be stuck on repeat. Yeah. I need to leave. Wait, if she knows exactly when I am. How exact do you think she knows when I am? I have a very big fear now. Because tell me something. You knew when someone would be in an exact location. And they're a big problem for you. So big that you'd be like willing to, I don't know, really fucking bring an army and kill them. Especially knowing that they can't use powers in that area. And they're coming out of a one-way fortress. Just saying. I know what I would do. I'm scared shitless of what might be on the other side of this fucking door.
very edges of the void.
Okay.
But this one is special. It's the place where my throat was cut 4,000 years ago. This is where my life ended, and where it began again. It's where they made me.
This part of the void feels older.
What?
Right up until the end, I thought I'd find a way to escape. I fought, but the wounds only cut my skin, so I went limp. And then the knife touched my throat, and I knew I'd waited too long. The blood ran out, and I became a god. Now you know Delilah's secret. At the end of her days, she drifted through the void and should have been lost forever. But her will and cunning are second to none. She found this place, the island in the void where I became what I am. It changed her, and she discovered a way to draw from it, tapping into the power here. Delilah is a part of me now, and I don't like it.
Oh. Oh, that's why he's taking such direct action.
You have to give Delilah credit. She tore out a piece of herself and hid it away, inside a thing made of bones. She's made herself immortal. If you want to kill Delilah, you're going to have to find her spirit and give it back to her. Reaching it won't be easy, but what comes after that might be the hardest thing you will ever have to do.
I need to find whatever this is. I don't even know if it's breaking it fixes this problem.
The world is full of secrets.
Oh shit, this is getting cool. No wonder someone that has like been notoriously known for only giving like a dollop of action in the world to just let it flow on is taking a fucking sledgehammer to the scenario at the moment. Directly giving me the timepiece is such a moment of like, no, he's no longer like being an idle individual in this scenario, right? He's become an active participant. Oh, fuck. Yawn.
All right, back to the skiff. Sokolov should be waiting.
Okay, so it's not just everywhere.
You looking for work? Yeah, me too.
Don't like you flies at this point. There shouldn't be anyone around here though, right? Pretty sure we murdered them. Hey, where are we at with the ruins? Oh, we're ages away from it, I think.
With each passing month, they feel more justified in their appetites, and nothing will ever satiate them. Every now and...
You're back. That was quick.
Are you ready to leave? The dust is wreaking havoc on my throat.
Yeah.
Yes, I paid a visit to Vice Overseer Byrne. And I've been to Stilton's house. We can go.
Yeah, I've got a question then, I guess, in that sense. It's like, what do they think? Because to their understanding, did I just go to an empty house now? Was that mission incredibly boring? Oh, from their perspective? It was breaking into some dude's house that's been locked for yonks. That's been dead for yonks as well. Who knows what's happened? I'm gonna go get some water, just give me a second. Oh, it's the nice, like, 3 AM water. Oh, I like winter, when 3 AM water can be had during the day. Oh, what a glorious feeling this is.
Duke Luca Abel tore down the old palace in Karnaca and built himself a new one, a monument to his ego. Whether he knows it's coming or not, I'm here to exact vengeance for everything he's done to me, my family, and the place of my birth. I'm going to show him what happens to those who threaten the Empress. After tonight, the Duke will either be dead or deposed, depending on how this plays out. I've got to get inside, take care of the Duke, and find a way to steal Delilah's soul.
Can't feel it. This is my last night. Soon, I'll dissolve into the great nothing.
You deserve peace, my love.
I've stayed too long. Find Delilah's spirit. Trap her with this cage of dead flesh. Set me free.
I don't understand.
You will, very soon.
Oh, shit. One morning, all the bread in the bakery was turned to ashes. Another, the wool yarns of my things were full of snails and slugs. There's a curse on the city. I'm not even talking about the Hatter gang who now rules over our streets. Anyway, we're returning to our old home in Portstead, where Alexi grew up. Good luck to you. Interesting spot with all of this then. Right. The timepiece has been removed from my inventory. Okay, so it was only for that level.
Long for someone to go after the Duke. Another aristocratic boss, living in a palace and sucking the marrow out of the same people.
Going into getting rid of the vice overseer. Not gonna forget what you did for me, regardless of how she turns out Sakonis, you have my word. Now, snuffed out, anything's possible here in Karnaca, a city run by the people of the alleys and the waterfront streets, the mines. Not under the Duke, where only the palace-born get a thing. Anyway, I don't know whose side you're on, and I don't care, but I wanted to give you a little something for your trouble.
Both built it.
could always count on the backing of Dunwall's finances and navy. Maybe without that, he would have developed a healthy respect for the people of Sarkonos. Fear of the executioner's block has been a fine motivator for many a ruler.
Also, it is kind of cool to see this part opened up.
Are you ready for this?
I've broken into palaces before. They're made to keep out armies. Stopping one man with hatred in his heart is another story altogether.
Killing off Duke Abella is only part of the puzzle. You've also got to find whatever it is he's keeping for Delilah.
You were cryptic about what you gleaned from visiting the Dust District, which is fine. The world is better with a hint of mystery. But once you're inside the Grand Palace, whatever you do could affect things in Karnaca for years to come. Remember that.
Everyone who crosses my path on the way to Duke Abel is going to regret it. They all deserve to bleed.
Well, I mean, yeah, but dude, calm. We're just gonna murder some people.
I hope I've been of some help to you. It's good to feel useful here near the end of my time. Look at you. You've aged better than most, Royal Protector. I hear the Duke's wine cellar is exquisite, if you happen to pass through. I remember when you took me from Caldwin's Bridge so long ago.
Yeah, you didn't stand a chance, Fraternity, back then. Alright.
Ready to visit the Duke?
I mean... not really, but do I have a choice?
Time to get going.
So Delilah has merged herself into the outsider. I wonder what the long-term complications of that will be. Is he able to eject her once she's killed?
At the palace, the Duke has a look-alike body double, meant to confuse assassins. A friend of mine washes the linens and said the double is a smoker, if that helps. Maybe you can talk to him. She says he's a nice guy. What a shitty job, pretending to be a tyrant like Duke Luca Abel.
Why don't they just overthrow him?
He's got an army, control of the mines, and he's had your support from the capital. At the Duke's parties, people carve up the country while eating boiled crab.
There were parties like that in Dunwall. Toadies sucking up to Emily made me want to be back on the streets in Sarkonos.
You're forgetting what that's like. I watched those party lights from the roof of the abandoned butcher shop where I slept. In the flooded district.
I know you struggled. After years at court, I'm a nobody again. But what I've seen here will stay with me when I return to Dunwall Tower. Being in Karnaca again has given me perspective.
Good. After you've eliminated the Duke, find what he's holding for Delilah and take it. When you're finished, I'll pick you up in the skiff.
Let's do our normal stuff.
That's why they call it the black market. Can't just sit here. Too much chance a Grand Guard catches on to us, or maybe rightful owners coming to pick it up.
What's the delay getting it to the shop?
Too
Betty
coins for
afraid
that
we'll get
damn
caught?
The guy that runs the shop is nervous. But if they just let us move it straight off the boat. Now, I got a friend over at the shop. Been running protection for black market shops for years here in Karnaca and over in Colorado. So there's basically no risk. That's a secret. He's got to deal with me and nobody else. Job secure.
Ugh. Please tell me I'm not sick again. I've been feeling kind of a bit crap the past few days.
Change. The Duke's given the Grand Guard leeway to create new fees when needed. You know who else had a nice shop? That clockmaker.
Serafina. Her shop burned down.
Yeah, my report said it was probably the Howlers, but no one knows.
Undying Swarm. Oh, what is this one? Undying Swarm. Rat swarms repopulate over time. You're going for a very weird rat build.
Coming out. Last time I left it open, someone left a hagfish in my jacket pocket.
Wait, I'll have a look over there.
What the fuck was that?
Feels wrong.
Well, no idea what that was.
Give Daddy what he wants.
Oh, no, no.
See? See, I told you.
Give Daddy what he wants. What line this game just had. You need the code, speak to me directly, or to Carlos Minto at the Winslow safe company.
Let's see what you've got.
Damn it.
Hello there. You find yourself in the most reputable safe shop in Karnaca.
I sent the back alley code to your birthday and thought it was, you thought it was your wedding anniversary. I sent it to your wedding anniversary and thought it was your grandfather's age. I sent it to your grandfather's age and you thought it was your mother's street address. What kind of advice are you giving to your customers for the combinations, I wonder? It's a miracle anybody in the city managed to open up one of your safes again after looking for them. 109. Bring the note. Wow, that was really rude. Later that was, but you know, I get it.
Why cover your face?
Come on, you
Are you worried
bastards.
someone might recognize you?
It was, what was it? 10. I literally read it was 109. We've all known a person like that, let's be honest.
I cut the code, but it's back on the phone.
No exceptions. Either you have the code, or I assume something's off. My horse is
Damn, open this door.
You know I'm still wasting time.
What the fuck was that?
No, see, I told you. You up for a beer later?
I'm not supposed to say so, but the Duke's cousin got his safes here. Who needs more than one safe, you might wonder? Well, in this world, either you don't need a safe, or you need several. That's how it is.
Yeah, that's fair.
Sorry, but that's not an area for customers.
Oh, lovely.
This. Of all the shit assignments. I'm a stone's throw from the Grand Palace where I am surrounded by opulence.
Surrounded by opulence. Gonna be honest with you, Chief, I just want to punch you in the throat for saying opulence.
This is the kind of luck I have. The blasted wind. My mother was right. I should have signed on as an engineer in the wind corridor.
Oh god, it's one of those guys again.
Anybody?
No.
Don't make me search the whole place. I don't have time for that.
Nobody's here. Get rid of some of your infestations. You get so angry at me. Oh my god, it's down. Hi, down. You know, it's a terrible assassin when people know your face. Just saying. Letter from an admirer of Dowd. Oh my god. We've been enjoying Distract 2. Also, what's a fun way to call Dishonored? Asking for a friend. I'm really enjoying the second game a lot. It's already introduced a lot of really cool stuff. It's way more willing to play with the world that it constructed before, which is good, but I also, like, I want to stress, by the way, this is a misunderstanding I feel like a lot of people have. I love how in-depth the story is in this one by comparison to the first one. However, I do not think I would have enjoyed the first one more if they had been more in-depth with the story in that one. An acknowledgement must be made that sometimes you need the game to feel good and a decent story before you have a good game scenario, right? I don't know what I would name Dishonored as a funny name. Dead on it is not too bad, especially with the playthrough we're doing at the moment. Kiss the outsider's balls for luck. But I hope you guys understand what I mean when I say that. Like, I don't think Dishonored 2 would be allowed to do what Dishonored 2 does if Dishonored 1 didn't do what Dishonored 1 did. Yeah, so this one can run, exactly, right? And it's so
No.
so cool. Is that an achievement for just sitting here?
Are you coming tonight?
You bet. I think so.
Oh, we found a fucking shrine randomly. Old stolen diary. Well, let's say hello to that man.
You're back at the heart of your homeland. A bigger, better palace than the one you sailed away from so long ago. Feeling nostalgic? Will you ever be comfortable in Dunwall again? Assuming you make it back? You've seen the suffering here, the decay, but, dear Corvo, would you even have lifted a finger if the Duke hadn't put Emily in harm's way? Be honest now. In any case, I know what you're after. The heart you carry can only hold one spirit at a time. So, if you want to walk out with a piece of Delilah, you better be ready to leave something behind.
Yeah, okay. Proper sequels, but yeah, exactly. Like, that's what a good sequel should feel like, is not reinventing the wheel per se, but like reimagining and improving upon, right? Not limiting itself solely to having to be a sequel, but expanding upon what has been learned and what could be done with further design of it, right? Sequel is not perfect though. I feel a perfect sequel needs to fix all the problems the previous game had. Well, I mean, also there's the valid argument, and I know this, you can say what you want to the statement. There's no such thing as perfection. You're never gonna hit a perfect, and also, I then will now beg the question, is there such a thing as a perfect sequel? Didn't Dowd kill you? No, Dowd didn't kill anyone, actually, when we played last. We played full non-lethal.
You get the... Take a look around, if you please. Our shop stands above the rest, I assure you.
Alright, determined traveler. When using the spyglass, the pistol has perfect aim, even when you change shots,
My
reducing
father was the
error
official
of
milliner
effect
at the
spread,
palace, and his father before
damage
him.
range. Improved area of... Okay, so basically sniper, shotgun. Gotcha.
A deal well made. This is what I have for upgrading your equipment.
So, I guess the question is, what do I feel like I want more out of the pistol? The pistol at the moment is... I'm just using it. I will potentially use it against Clockwork, right? That's the idea. Because I assume Clockwork are going to come up again. And then when we hit Far Cry 3, it's so good that only people who hate quality of life complain. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, right? Far Cry 3 was good because it was nothing like the previous Far Cry's. Right, like, don't get me wrong, I think Far Cry 3 was a phenomenal game. I played that game an excessive amount and, like, 100%ed it on 360. Including the co-op, everything. Like, I got every achievement, I played that to a scary amount. So, trust me when I say, I have high praises for Far Cry 3. But I think it's because they moved so far away from the mold that they'd done, that I wouldn't call it was a good sequel, I would call it a good game. Yeah, kind of like with Half-Life 2. So those aren't, like, ironically enough, to counteract you, they're actually terrible sequels. They're phenomenal games. Right? I don't know which one I would want. Like, this one's probably more interesting.
A pleasure to do business.
So I gotta run to sleep. All good, Devil. Catch you later. Have a good rest.
I hear yesterday was quite a night at the palace.
Work as a bitch. Yeah.
Come back soon, if I'm still around.
Made video games since 2005, so as a sequel, it has no merit. Yeah. And like that's an important thing to acknowledge, by the way. Like, as I kind of said, it's not to say that they're bad games; it's that they're bad sequels. But they're phenomenal games. Titanfall 2 is a terrible sequel, but a great game. Yeah, I can get that. Titanfall 2 is a because of those games we mentioned, they're so phenomenal, they had no merit as sequels, as no one would treat them like sequels. Yeah, so therefore you've, in a nice sense, like, you've not named a good sequel yet that's by your abided things. I stand by. I think a sequel should, as I kind of said earlier, like, improve upon what was already placed. Like, okay, Frostpunk 2 is a great game as an example. It very drastically alters how the game plays, but it is still the core game that we had before, right? It is phenomenal in its alterations. Same with Endless Legend 2. I would consider those great sequels because they are actually like an example to me of a game that needed, like, if you wanted to do even a fraction of what you wanted to do in the new ones, you would have to scrap the game from the ground up, but it is still the same game. One of the complaints I make, and take this as, like, again, very idle chatter on this, one of the complaints I make about, like, indie games often is that the reason why they tend to go, towards sequels as often as they do is not, or like sequels to a game that isn't really a story game, is just a gameplay loop, is because they are wanting to update the engine, right? They want to update the engine, they want to add some stuff and all that sort of stuff, right? Which is fine. Again, I get it. But that is more often than not why that stuff gets re-released. And my complaint to that is like, okay, if you told me Vampire Survivors was going to announce Vampire Survivors 2 tomorrow, right? I'd probably be a little like, do we really need to? I think Bannerlord after a while is a perfect sequel for Mountain Blade Warband. Yeah, I could see this. And I still don't like the word of perfect because, again, this is a personal thing, so understand that, like, this gripe isn't towards what you're saying, it is a gripe that I have on that word. Perfection is an impossible state. Right? Perfection means that there is literally no improvement that can potentially be made. It is the most optimal thing that is possible for all things, all purposes, everyone involved in it. It universally agrees that it is the case. Now you can immediately from that realize why I'm saying, like, there's no such thing as perfection. Which is why I also stress that, like, my goal for myself is to keep reaching perfection. Why? Because it's an unattainable goal that I can keep putting, like, signposts along the way to try and get to, but never actually obtain, which means I'm always chasing improvement. The Arkham games, I'll give you that to an extent. Is that, like, Arkham City was definitely a massive improvement over Asylum. Like, that was definitely a good sequel. Like, that franchise did a good job of that. I'm still a bit mixed with the last one, personally. That one I didn't really like as much. Would you say you are chasing an ideal perfection, or you consider them to be synonymous? I consider ideal as part of. Does that make sense? So I don't consider them synonymous. I consider, like, an ideal can be part of part of that. Batmobile sucks. Yeah, like, it was just, there was a lot of things to it that I think were as fleshed out as they should have been, and were more ambitious than they were probably able to make them work. I stand by as well, the prequel still kind of, like, mixed feelings on that. It felt very different in not a positive way in a lot of regards, but not in a truly negative way. Alright. Albinos. It's probably the one that, like, when I kill albino ones, oh no, it's just, yeah, white, red, smaller of them. Okay. But yeah, like, the prequel one that's quotation marks, not part of the franchise, but is. Again, that one's one of the most debated ones, whether or not it should be legitimately considered. I don't care either way. As I feel like I've made evident, I'm already, like, quite critical of the rest of the ones in the franchise. Like, Origin's a lot, I have no problem with it, but I also like Dark Souls 2, so my opinion's far superior. Dude, so you don't understand. Look, I have a friend that's told me a lot about Dark Souls because he's a big fan of them. And something that both me and him have kind of concluded on is, like, they're just really not games for everyone. I enjoyed Dark Souls 3. I loved playing Bloodborne. That's about it for me. Let me fucking go through the door, Jesus. Right. That's why, like, I've never played any of the other franchise. I've looked at Sekiro and thought that looked interesting. But also at the same time, I don't think I'm probably playing most of those games, because in the nicest sense, we saw with Bloodborne, I'm not great at those games, but also, the charm of them is the, like, overcoming the challenge, right? And I can only do that every so often. Not funding Sekiro for yet another man in my life. Oh, you know, you're fine. No. If again, that's one of those ones where, like, if I was to get it, I'd get it myself. It's what my argument with most games. If you're ever hearing me say, like, I'm considering a game, please understand, like, I'm not. That's not how my thought process is. I will get it myself. Like, Final Fantasy VIII, I already own it on Steam. I just need the PC upgrade, and then we can play it. Pokemon, I've got mixed feelings about playing ZA Legends, because I'm kind of half tempted to already get, like, a Switch 2, and if I was to get a Switch 2, then I feel like I should get ZA Legends on Switch 2 instead of on Switch. You see what I mean? It's,
About my transfer inland. Relocation denied.
Look on the bright side. The pay is better here than anywhere else. And we get to do the job how we see fit. Nobody's pestering us with forms and procedures anymore. We collect the fees we want, and give out the beatings when they're needed.
Just don't want my kids growing up here. It's too dangerous.
Then reapply next month. The command staff changes constantly. New officers, new rules. Spread a few coins here and there.
Here's more of my money investing in Sekiro, like COD, and I played tons at the end of the day. Fair. There's a couple of games that I feel like I've definitely overfunded myself.
Of course I can read. What's he think? I'm stupid? I know all my letters and then some.
I know all my letters and then some. I know all my letters and then some.
Yeah, it's gonna be out soon.
Trying to just process that statement.
I says, yeah, I've been alert. He says, yeah, this time I really mean it.
So it looks like this isn't activated.
Yo, sure, he knows how to talk to
There's another spirit here, beyond its cage of flesh.
It's kind of dry.
Get ready to feel pain, Your Eminence.
Maybe one of them penny drinks.
Okay. Well, we're now in this palace that looks fucking ugly.
You know it's assigned to protect the Duke's quarters tonight?
Nope. As long as it's not me, I don't care. It's never any fun.
I'm not sure who's worse, the Duke or his body double. One's half likely to have you flogged for looking at him wrong. The other might just bore you to death.
So we need to find the one that's not a smoker and is an asshole. So those are the ways to identify.
Someone's always claiming they've seen a masked assailant or some other rubbish. I say it's a false alarm.
I mean, sure, buddy. It's just, wow. Bit of weird lighting there, I guess. Wait, does that mean I'm gonna have Delilah in that heart? So I'm gonna be able to squeeze the heart and ask Delilah what she thinks about things? That'll be fun.
At least I'm not one of them. Exactly. And think, when all this fighting for thrones is settled, the Duke's going to need men to take charge in the Northern Isles. By this time next year, you could be in charge of Winddown or Freyport.
Where even the most desirable have skin like pale slugs.
That's what the brandy's for.
That's what the brand is for.
Leave me alone!
What's going on here?
How the fuck did he just detect me?
Of course, the Duke kept some of the clockwork soldiers for himself.
Yeah. Kind of expected.
What's going on?
That guy was asleep. I thought he was dead. My bad. I just walked over a sleeping man. I kind of feel fucking mean for that one now, actually.
Nothing here. Let's have a intruder.
Why was that guy just running this way all of a sudden? Wow, there's one of the clockworks.
When this plays, search is underway. Extending exploration of the area.
Why are you all the way over
Playback
here?
for termination of search. Increasing oil tanks and combat protocols. Triggering electrostatic discharge. Stand clear. General detection statement. Evasion. Successful. Scouting. Switching to alternative tactical mode. Playback for detection. Registered.
Dude, I hate the fucking drop assassination in this game sometimes.
machine has lost its quarry. Continue search. Running search protocol. The machine is experiencing strong combat protocol. Okay, the machine has to detect something.
Sometimes it just doesn't want to give me these senses. That's so messy. Making it messy. There's an achievement for collecting like every single one. Their tags. That is what I think it is. Fuck a duck. They really have a damned arc pile on there. That's Delilah. That's what that is. That's gotta be her soul. Alright, you guys want me to be the Rat King, right? don't like this because it sounds like it's still holding the charge, and we had that issue last time where it seemed to hold like one attack. It's giving me anxiety, the noise, I'm gonna be honest.
Get these shifts. And then a week's wages. This is the worst assignment.
Fucking loud. Well, that looks like probably where we're leaving from. Oops, that's the wrong one.
The machine is recharging the magnetic coil.
If the old Duke could only see this. Wasteful expense, wanton flesh.
And such terrible wines. At least he knew better than to serve Tivian with hagfish.
Joke if you want to. Our new Duke spends more in 1 month. His father spent in a year. Old Theodatus Abel was tied with the coin.
Why worry? When the war is done, we'll have it back tenfold in tribute. This is the Circonan age, my friend. The age of Luca Abelli. Enjoy it.
The old Duke?
The old Duke was...
That was messy as fuck.
Wise. Yes, the old Duke was careful, but the new Duke dragged the Empress off her throne and gave us the Isles. So tell me, who's the better man?
Self-serving pricks, the one. I was not prepared to see that. So that's locked from the inside, so I am technically safe. fuck's been coming up here and hanging out?
Sometimes a man just needs time by himself. My responsibilities weigh upon me.
Gave me a panic attack. Okay. Thought I was about to fall all the way down in that elevator. Do we think this is him or the double?
You there. Who are you? I'm intrigued.
I'm thinking it's probably the body double.
Are you here about my new boots, perhaps? I want them redone.
I bet this opens the Duke's vault.
No offer to bow or kiss my hand?
I'm not that kind of visitor.
A mystery. Let's have it then. Who are you and what do you want?
You're the Duke's double, aren't you? I'm here to take him down, but I might need your help. Do you want to listen to what I have to say?
Ah, you're perceptive. You figured it out.
I have no doubt that you'd be a more agreeable Duke than Luca Abel. If I wanted to depose him without having to cut out his heart, could you convince people that you are the Duke?
We still don't know actually for sure.
Die, you parasite.
Thought so. Look, when you're walking towards the alarm, that's no longer on me for killing you. if it's like a throw-off thing. Like there isn't actually a body double.
It's not something bad. Maybe it's nothing. The hairs on the back of my neck are tingling. I get a feeling something bad is gonna happen.
You're supposed to figure out who's the double and who's the Let's listen to this because I'm tempted.
When I first met with my inner circle, I saw nervous faces. Even the boldest were afraid, wondering if we'd live to see another feast. Now Zirconis is ascendant, but this is a story that began long years before. I knew Delilah when I was only a boy, and even after she was lost, dead, and gone from the world, her memory burned in my mind. Until finally I began to hear her whispering, calling to me from the void. Telling her story of growing up in Dunwall Tower, and the half-sister who cheated her of her throne. Then she told me there was a way to bring her home. Delilah. Beautiful. Immortal.
Delilah Copperspoon.
Yep, that is her name. Okay. I mean, there's only 2 ways to go now.
That the machine is waking up.
No! Rats everywhere!
Help!
Rats!
Extending exploration of the area. Indicates the search protocol is underway.
Rats. Rats make me crazy.
Should begin scouting the vicinity. to alternative tactical mode. The machine has lost its quarry.
I don't like these machines.
When displays search.
But we do have this should. What the hell does that pistol look like now? Dude. I would fucking kill for a pistol that looks like that. Holy shit. Look how sick that is.
Continue search. Still idling. Take this opportunity to back-charge second coil. Extra diagnostic playback loop. Increasing oil tank temperature.
I wonder if the rumors are true about the crown killer.
The machine is recharging. Magnetic coil.
What a bunch of degenerates.
When this plays, check central rotor.
That's a lot of dead bodies.
The machine has completed another full instruction set. Rotations. Reintroducing graphite. The machine is running at low speed. Idling. Commence lens refocus. Back after the final field test. Still idling. Take this opportunity to back charge second coil. Remove display back after the final field test. When this plays, check central. Extra diagnostic playback loop.
Lyrics.
1,000 rotations. Reintroducing graphite. The machine has completed another full instruction set.
Leave me. I want to be alone with my thoughts.
Increasing oil tank temperature. If this plays, the machine is recharging the magnetic field.
Not be able to spend a single one.
Triggering electrostatic discharge. Stand clear. Enemy evasion successful.
Being put up on the scale like some prize bull each week.
Yeah,
Told
he's
to gain a
smoking.
pound or two to keep up with the good Duke.
The hairdresser.
Yeah, so this guy just doesn't give a fuck about what we're doing right now.
Takes credit for my painting. It laughs at his friend how that I are bastard.
I can only carry one tray at a time. I'm only human. One tray. Do they think there are two of me?
Sorry, ma'am, nothing personal. Just business. Same argument. I know you probably didn't hear earlier though. Splintering bolts. What does splintering bolts do? Your bolts inflict more damage. Bolts always break on impact. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not all that good. And because it's corrupted, it is locked to the only one copy of it and taking up a single slot to itself. Kinda can't justify it. Oh yeah, this is where they killed that other person over there.
It's impossible to get good help these days. Sometimes I think I'll just do it myself. But then again, I have such a twingy back.
Oh, so hard. I have such a twinge back. You know, it's clear. Chloroform bottle? It's so obscene. I could never. Simply never. You would be a mistake to even consider the thought of doing work. Sorry, ma'am.
Feels like we're living in an age of wonders. No plague, no war, no taxes, if you know the right people. New machines and new ideas. We eat the finest foods and we're guests in the Grand Palace.
Yes, you, me, and our well-born friends squatting close to the Duke as he drains the blood from the corpse. Soon, none of it will matter. Someone's killing people across the city. Life is worth shit.
Been playing every day for weeks now. All of this to entertain a statue?
Someone said the Duke believes Templar's still alive. I can talk to him through the statue.
Well, if he's trying to pull off some witchcraft love trick, he's doing it wrong. And I can't feel my fingertips anymore.
Kiss the outsider's balls for luck.
I need a win. Come on!
Whoever the fuck's playing, your mom's a hoe, because that sucks. Yes, I know that's what charming there wasn't anything for that sort of thing. Extra kitchen stuff. See to it that there's more caviar. So it's gone an hour. Also, a guest complained that the usual comms were arranged sloppily and that there were a few of those little round crackers to accommodate the crowd. Okay, sure.
There was the wages and tips twice what I had here.
Weeks of puking up hardtack on his ship.
Someone there? You're not supposed to be here!
Have fun. You're no longer my problem. Who's a bunch of hungry boys? There's a liver there, so clearly one of these walls is fake, potentially that one.
See what Duke Abel keeps hidden away in here. The Duke's vault.
Solid landing. What does solid landing do? Falling from a significant height creates a shockwave on impact, affecting nearby enemies and objects. I'm good, thanks.
Delilah Copperspoon.
Yes, that is her name.
Witness players. Check the central rotor. The machine has detected something. Combat Protocol 6 is the head task identifying the enemy's increasing audio connectivity. Task executed.
Nah. It does like 90% of my health in one hit, so unless I'm full health, I can't tank it. And I can't really hit it from that angle easily. I fucked it up a little too much. I think we saved just before the vault though, so we're fine. Okay. I do need to try the gun on it. I keep forgetting. I keep going to do it, but because it keeps moving around, I keep getting anxiety about shooting. Gun.
1,000 rotations. Reintroducing graphite.
This is the thing Ashworth made to hold Delilah's spirit.
Alright, watching my uncle's house, and turns out I was very wrong in assuming needed snack. It would be food. Damn. Is there nothing?
Idling. Commence lens refocus. Okay, trigger exploration grid. Triggering electrostatic discharge. Stand clear. The machine is overheating. Shut down.
Have fun now, buddy.
Extra diagnostic playback loop.
Good chill, right? Yeah. Be good friends. I don't really care about runes, and bow charms are very low hearing to me. Alright. Well.
Magnetic coil.
This is it. Release me from this dead vessel, free of this poison world, and trap Delilah's spirit.
I'll find another way.
No, I don't want to see any more of what this world has become. It has changed you.
I've done what I had to do. To preserve the Empire and to keep Emily safe.
We had such dreams, but I no longer care what you do. Save my daughter, and release me into nothing.
It's done. Now it's time to return to Delilah's.
The heart of my half-sister? Only her flesh remains.
Wonder if it was even really alive.
You will never gain back what you lost here.
Did that dude explode? Hey, I guess he did.
Did you think she'd be pleased with what you'd become?
Damn, I'm gonna get some real depression from that now, huh? How much do I care about these? Genuinely. They're normal bone shards. It's fine. I'm kind of getting to the point where I'm like, oh. Yeah, that'd be a piece. Help that, like, we're now at an awkward spot where kinda gotta do another mission.
That should do it.
I saw the signal. So, is that it? The fall of Karnaca?
The Duke is dead. Long live whatever happens next.
Back to the dreadful whale, then, and on toward Dunwall.
It looks that way. To find a way to help Emily, and to give her back the throne.
Ready, then?
I'm ready if you are.
All right. As you want.
Damn, we were just like on the perfect level of lethality. Just a little stealthy, I guess. A touch. Alright.
This is how the worst day of my life began. A masked man closing in on Dunwall Tower, planning a murder. Dowd and the Lord Regent killed Jessamine, but it broke them. Now it's happening again. Another Empress dies, another story ends. What will it do to me? Delilah won't go without a fight. She outfoxed me and I never saw it coming. But I was Corvo before I was the royal protector. Before I owned a sword, I fought with sticks and broken glass, whatever came to hand. I don't know what grand scheme you've got underway, Delilah, but I'm coming to put you in your grave.
Damn. to the Empress. My god, we are actually, like, really doing that.
Mistakes. Remarkable what Delilah's accomplished. Coming from such a background, taking the throne. At least the situation with the Duke is behind us. Let's not forget that small detail in all this. Drunken despot.
Okay, I'm going to need the
Send back out. Screw it. I'll keep my own counsel. Hey, there you are. I wanted a chance to talk. I made a vow I wouldn't come back here. And that's twice I've broken it for you.
What day is it? I guess it doesn't matter. They could rent another boat. They don't need me, not really. So I could run. I should run. Haven't I had more than my share of blood? Why am I still here? Yeah. So... I forgot about this. But yeah. Here is one of the, like, big soft things throughout this entire game that you may have wondered, why is Megan missing an arm? Say hello to Billy. Say hello to Dowd's ex second in command, Billy Lurk.
No one will ever know exactly what it took to save Emily Caldwin from a living death as Delilah's puppet. No one except the outsider, who watches everything and thinks his own dark thoughts and speaks to few in any generation. I've learned that our choices always matter. To someone. Somewhere. And sooner or later, in ways we can't always fathom, the consequences come back to us. I came from Serkonos to Dunwall as a boy. Made my living as a killer. One of the few who've heard the outsider's voice. I murdered an empress, but saved her daughter, who will one day rule the Empire. Those were my choices. I'm ready for what comes.
I actually didn't see which ones were the ones I by the way. It's not a bad one.
Now that we're here, I suppose you know where to go and what to do. You've killed a legion. So what's one more?
One more, or 1,000 more. Delilah deserves what she's about to get.
At my age, I've come to distrust words like deserve. As I've told you, I knew her long ago. Badly wounded, deep at her center, but cunning, and looking for a way to pull herself up. Perhaps more than anything, Delilah had a talent for imagining the world as a better place. If only that could have been channeled towards something less twisted.
Too late for regrets.
Everyone feels some regret, atop a long line. Mine is now chiefly that I'm out of time. Take care of yourself.
Goodbye, Anton. She's gone.
Let it Billy lurk. Oh, it's an interesting thing that, yeah. We've been allied up with arguably one of our biggest enemies for a long time now. Now we're back at Dunmore. That can't be good. I'm in such a torn thought right now. Is do we finish really early today and finish this off next week and probably have to start the next playthrough on that same stream? Do we push through? I have promised I need to go sort something out before it gets too much later. So I would disjoint the stream quite a lot. Nah, probably gonna have to finish up here for today. Just rough. The timing is very awkward. But yeah, I'm thinking this is us for the day, sadly. So, with that being the case, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Before I leave, do that. And yeah, so thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. You're awesome, stay awesome, and I hope that I'll see you again next time. Got collab tomorrow, so for those that are interested, check out Yawa, Bug, and Beb streams on it. I probably won't be streaming my perspective purely because my computer will explode. But aside from that, yeah. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. You're awesome, stay awesome, and I hope to see you again next time. Until then, bye-bye.